They said they saw something fall from the sky. They checked their backyard and they saw something with like 8 to 9 feet, no clothes, green-colored men, not human, with like the eyes were glowing, and it was not a human being.
Inside the shadowy corridors of an ancient pyramid, archaeologists stumbled upon something strange. A skeleton so bizarre it barely looks human. Its elongated limbs and strange skull have experts questioning everything we thought we knew about Earth's history. Could this be proof of a long-buried truth about extraterrestrial visitors? 1. The Atacama skeleton. The Atacama skeleton, or ATA, has become one of the most talked about discoveries tied to alien theories. Unearthed in 2003 in La Noria, a deserted town in Chile's Atacama Desert, the skeleton measures only 6 inches tall. Its elongated skull, oversized eye sockets, and unusually small, almost doll-like frame immediately led to the thought that it wasn't human. These unique physical traits had people talking about whether ATA could be evidence of extraterrestrial life visiting Earth. The skeleton's unusual features set it apart from anything researchers had seen before. The elongated skull resembles alien depictions in popular culture, making it a prime subject for UFO enthusiasts. ATA has only 10 ribs instead of the 12 typical in humans, another detail that seemed to hint at non-human origins. Her small stature, combined with signs of some skeletal maturity, led some to suggest she wasn't an infant but possibly a being from another world with entirely different biology. ATA's discovery gained traction among alien researchers, who claimed she offered hard evidence that extraterrestrial beings had been on Earth. Some speculated her remains were part of an alien crash site, or suggested she might be a hybrid, created through genetic experiments between humans and extraterrestrials. Others tied her origins to local folklore, which often includes stories of mysterious lights in the sky, unexplained disappearances, and strange beings. While skeptics argue that ATA might be a human child with rare deformities, UFO enthusiasts remain unconvinced. For them, ATA represents the possibility that alien encounters have left a physical mark on Earth. The location of her discovery, an abandoned, mysterious place in a desert known for its harsh, otherworldly terrain, just makes the theory seem that much truer. Want to learn about other incredible alien discoveries like these? Like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this. We've got a lot more where that came from. 2. Nazca mummies. The discovery of the Nazca mummies in 2017 sparked wild speculation about extraterrestrial life. Found in the deserts of southern Peru, near the famous Nazca lines, these mummies quickly caught the world's attention. Unlike typical ancient mummies from Peru's pre-Columbian civilizations, their features raised some serious questions. The mummies had elongated skulls, 3 fingers on each hand, and 3 toes on each foot, all of which were unlike human anatomy. Documentary filmmaker and researcher Jaime Maussan led a team that claimed these mummies were proof of extraterrestrial beings living on Earth. His claims generated a lot of interest, with many arguing the mummies showed evidence of an advanced alien civilization. However, experts in archaeology and anthropology rejected these ideas, suggesting the unusual features could simply be the result of cranial deformation and other human conditions. But those looking for alien connections weren't satisfied by these explanations. Things got even more confusing when an X-ray study of the mummies showed bones with signs of artificial alterations. The scans revealed implants and strange materials inside their bodies, leading some to speculate that the mummies had undergone genetic modification, potentially from extraterrestrial influence. The theories didn't stop there. Some believed the mummies represented a hybrid species, possibly the result of ancient genetic experiments between humans and aliens. According to this theory, the technology required for genetic modification existed far earlier than mainstream history acknowledges. Skeptics suggested the results could have been misinterpreted or even fabricated. Still, the idea of an alien connection remains strong, especially since the mummies were found so close to the Nazca lines, which also have ties to alien theories due to their mysterious shapes and the fact that they are best visible from the sky. The region's history only fueled more speculation. The Nazca lines, giant geoglyphs in the desert floor, have long been linked to theories about ancient aliens. Some argue that the mummies could be evidence of extraterrestrial help in the development of ancient civilizations. UFO enthusiasts see the Nazca mummies as just another clue in a growing case for the idea that humans aren't alone in the universe. 3. Star Child skull. Since it was discovered in 1930 in a Mexican cave, the Star-Child skull has been the subject of countless conspiracy theories, primarily about its possible alien origins. The skull, believed to belong to a child around 5 years old, features striking characteristics that don't resemble typical human anatomy. Its elongated shape, enlarged eye sockets, and unusually thick bone structure immediately sparked theories suggesting it could belong to an extraterrestrial being or a hybrid between humans and aliens. The skull first gained attention after it was found by an archaeologist who was baffled by its unusual features. While some researchers pointed to the possibility of genetic mutations like hydrocephalus, which could explain the skull's shape, UFO enthusiasts quickly adopted the more sensational theory that the skull was alien in nature. They argued that its appearance was far too distinct to be considered just an abnormal human condition. In 1999, the skull's mystery deepened when it was brought to the attention of researcher Lloyd Pye. He firmly believed that the Star-Child skull represented the remains of a hybrid, possibly created through alien experimentation. Pye pointed to the skull's elongated shape and distinctive bone structure, suggesting that these traits might be the result of extraterrestrial intervention or genetic modification. He claimed the skull was evidence of contact between alien beings and early humans, asserting that humanity might have been subject to ancient alien influence long before recorded history. Pye's theories found support among many UFO researchers who saw the skull as proof that alien life had visited Earth long ago. They argued that the large eye sockets resembled traditional depictions of extraterrestrials, fueling the idea that the skull was either from an alien being or a hybrid of human and alien genetics. To test this theory, Pye and other researchers conducted DNA analysis in 2003, hoping to find an explanation for the skull's unusual features. The results showed that the DNA came back as human, but was too degraded for conclusive results, which only added to the intrigue. Some theorists still cling to the idea that the Star-Child skull represents solid evidence of alien life or experimentation. Despite the lack of definitive scientific evidence supporting the claim, its strange appearance continues to captivate those who believe that extraterrestrials once interacted with our planet. For them, the skull still stands as a potential clue to a much larger mystery about humanity's hidden connection to otherworldly beings. 4. Lovelock Cave Giants. In the 1930s, a group of miners stumbled upon a remarkable discovery while excavating the Lovelock Cave in Nevada. They uncovered what appeared to be the remains of several unusually large skeletons, buried deep within the cave. These skeletons were noticeably larger than those of typical humans, with some bones said to measure up to 9 feet long. Among these remains were traces of red hair, further distinguishing the skeletons from those of the average human population. The miners' findings were intriguing for several reasons. The size of the bones and the red hair did not match what was known about human remains from that region and time period. The local Paiute Native American tribe also had legends describing a race of red-haired giants who once roamed the area. According to their stories, these giants were aggressive and cannibalistic, eventually being trapped in the cave by Paiute warriors. The discoveries seemed to validate these old myths, which is something no one was expecting. As word spread about the discovery, archaeologists and researchers examined the remains and began exploring the site further. They found evidence of human habitation in the cave, including artifacts like baskets and tools. The skeletal remains appeared to be of a similar age to other Native American finds in the region, but the size of the bones made them unlike any previously studied. Some of the skeletons had unusually long limbs and broad features. Others were accompanied by unusually large skulls, suggesting that these beings may have had distinct characteristics not typically associated with local human populations. Mainstream archaeologists believe the large size of the skeletons could be attributed to gigantism, or a condition known as acromegaly, which causes abnormal bone growth. They also suggested that the red hair could simply be a rare but natural human trait, rather than evidence of alien influence. Despite these explanations, conspiracy theories surrounding the discovery began to spread. Over time, various researchers, particularly in the UFO community, suggested that the remains were not entirely human, but were potentially the bodies of extraterrestrials or alien hybrids. This theory is supported by the unusual size, red hair, and distinct features, which some believe could indicate alien influence or intervention. They can't be just human. 5. The Paracas Skulls. The Paracas skulls, discovered in the Paracas region of Peru in the 1920s, have been at the center of alien discoveries. These elongated skulls, which were found in large numbers in burial sites near the Paracas Peninsula, immediately raised questions about their origin. The skulls, some measuring up to 25% larger than typical human skulls, exhibit features that seem unusually pronounced, leading to theories that they might not have come from normal human populations. The discovery began when local archaeologist Julio Teo uncovered an extensive burial site containing more than 300 mummies. Many of these mummies had elongated skulls, unlike anything previously seen. This feature, known as artificial cranial deformation, was a practice among certain ancient cultures, where they would bind the heads of infants in such a way that it resulted in a long, cone-shaped skull. However, many researchers believe that the Paracas skulls go beyond what is considered typical for such cranial deformation. Some of these skulls have features that don't look like they're the result of this practice alone, such as larger eye sockets and a different bone structure. DNA samples were taken from the skulls, with early studies showing that they did not appear to belong to known human lineages. Some experts suggest that these unusual traits could point to the possibility of an unknown humanoid species, while others think the controversial idea that they could be the remains of ancient extraterrestrial visitors. These theories argue that the differences in cranial structure and bone composition are too distinct to fit within the boundaries of conventional human evolution. The Paracas skulls point to the unusually large cranial capacity as a sign of advanced intelligence, potentially aligning these ancient beings with the descriptions of extraterrestrials often seen in modern UFO lore. The combination of their size, shape, and atypical features has led some to suggest that the skulls could belong to an ancient alien race or beings genetically altered by extraterrestrials in the distant past. 6. Mexico aliens. In September 2023, Jaime Maussan, a well-known journalist and UFO enthusiast, presented 2 mummies to the Mexican Congress. These mummies weren't human, which immediately caught the attention of both the scientific community and UFO theorists. Found in 2017 in a mine near the famous Nazca lines in Peru, these small, strange-looking bodies are unlike any known human remains. The mummies possess several bizarre features that set them apart. Their elongated skulls are the first feature that stands out, reminiscent of artificial cranial deformation, but much more extreme. Along with the elongated skulls, the bodies have lightweight bones, which make them seem fragile compared to typical human skeletal structures. Another striking aspect is their 3-fingered hands, which further distance them from human anatomy and fuel the growing theories about their extraterrestrial origins. One of the most confusing characteristics of the mummies is their retractable necks. Witnesses have suggested that the necks of the mummies can pull back, which isn't something that aligns with human biology. This discovery only added more layers to the already mysterious nature of the mummies, leading everyone to try to figure out what they actually are. In addition to their unusual physical traits, the mummies were subjected to carbon dating, which suggested that they are over 1,000 years old. However, the real shock came when researchers analyzed their DNA. Almost a third of the genetic material was said to not match anything ever found on Earth. This has led many to speculate that these beings are not part of human evolution, leading to the theory that they may be extraterrestrial or something entirely outside of known Earth species. While DNA samples have yet to be fully explored, the anomaly in the genetic data has already stirred the pot quite a bit. Researchers in Peru are confident that the remains were not tampered with or altered in any way. So, as far as they know, the mummies are genuine and could be evidence of something truly alien. But skeptics are going to need a lot more proof before they truly believe these little beings are totally alien. 7. Crystal skulls. People all around the world claim crystal skulls hold supernatural powers or ancient wisdom. The Mitchell-Hedges skull, one of the most famous examples, was reportedly found in the 1920s in Central America, possibly linked to the ancient Maya or Aztec civilizations. This skull, carved from clear quartz, has intricate details, including eye sockets and teeth. Some argue these features are too precise to have been made with ancient tools, suggesting more mysterious origins. Believers argue the crystal skulls are not just artifacts, but powerful objects with mystical abilities. Some think they can heal, enhance psychic abilities, or contain ancient wisdom from long-lost civilizations. A popular theory connects them to extraterrestrials, suggesting that aliens created or used the skulls to pass on knowledge to early humans. People believe the skulls might hold untapped power, power that can't be from this Earth. It has to have been brought here by forces bigger, better than us. Skeptics, however, maintain the skulls are likely forgeries, designed to capitalize on the fascination with ancient artifacts. They point out that clear quartz could easily have been shaped with modern tools, and claim there's no strong evidence linking the skulls to the Maya or Aztecs. Despite the debate, people still travel from all over the world to see these skulls. Many who see them report strange experiences, adding to the belief that they're not just ordinary objects. Whether they're ancient relics or cleverly crafted fakes, the fascination with crystal skulls shows no sign of fading. 8. Oumuamua. In 2017, the mysterious object known as Oumuamua passed through our solar system, and we knew nothing about its origins. Initially thought to be a comet, its unusual shape and behavior caught the attention of scientists. Unlike typical comets or asteroids, Oumuamua had a strange, cigar-like shape and was traveling too fast to have come from within our solar system. Its movement also didn't fully match what would be expected from natural forces alone, leading some to suggest that it could be something entirely outside of what we've seen before. One of the most compelling aspects of this object was its unexpected acceleration. As it moved through the solar system, Oumuamua appeared to speed up in a way that couldn't be fully explained by gravitational forces. Some scientists propose that this acceleration might be the result of a form of propulsion, likely from an alien civilization, suggesting it could be a type of alien spacecraft or probe. This theory grew stronger when others suggested that its movement could have been influenced by forces like solar wind or light pressure. Others speculated that Oumuamua could be an alien artifact, an object intentionally sent into our solar system by extraterrestrials to gather information or communicate. Its flat shape and highly reflective surface seemed too perfect to have occurred naturally, leading some to believe it could have been deliberately engineered. Despite the intrigue, most scientists dismissed the extraterrestrial hypothesis and suggested more natural explanations for Oumuamua's oddities, such as the possibility of outgassing or unique material properties. But as of now, no explanation has fully accounted for its strange characteristics, leaving the mystery of Oumuamua unresolved. Could it be an artifact from an alien civilization, or is there an entirely different explanation for its unusual behavior? 9. The Viking Mars Landers. In 1976, NASA's Viking program sent 2 landers, Viking 1 and Viking 2, to Mars, marking a significant step in space exploration. They were tasked with collecting data about the Martian surface and atmosphere, and their results deliver groundbreaking discoveries. However, something unusual happened during their missions that sparked speculation about potential alien life. Both Viking landers were equipped with a suite of scientific tools designed to test the soil on Mars for signs of life. The results from the landers' biology experiments led to mixed conclusions. One of the most intriguing tests showed unexpected results. The labeled release experiment, designed to detect the microbial life, responded with signs of biological activity when the Martian soil was exposed to nutrients. This triggered excitement and speculation that Mars might be harboring life forms, despite the harsh environment. But later tests didn't provide clear evidence of life, leaving the results inconclusive. The potential of extraterrestrial life on Mars sent waves of excitement through both scientific and conspiracy communities. Some speculated that the Viking landers had indeed uncovered signs of alien organisms, but that the tests and methods used weren't sensitive enough to fully confirm it. The debate continued as mainstream science attributed the findings to a chemical reaction between the Martian soil and the nutrient substances used in the experiment, rather than any form of life. Since the Viking missions, many have continued to argue that Mars holds hidden alien secrets. The seemingly anomalous responses from the Viking experiments remain a point of interest for those proposing that Mars could have once harbored life, or that alien life might still exist below its surface, undiscovered by current missions. While later Mars missions have failed to conclusively confirm signs of life, the original Viking results have yet to be fully explained. It seems like we've already found proof of extraterrestrials on the Red Planet without even realizing it. 10. Tic Tac UFO. In 2004, U.S. Navy pilots encountered a strange object during a training exercise off the coast of California. Known as the Tic Tac UFO because of its distinctive shape, this unidentified flying object became one of the most famous cases in modern UFO history. The incident was documented by both radar and video footage and had all eyes on it when the story first came out. The object appeared to defy the laws of physics as we know them, moving at incredible speeds and changing direction almost instantly, something far beyond the capabilities of known military aircraft. Navy pilots, including Commander David Fravor, reported seeing the tic-tac-shaped object darting across the sky, moving unpredictably and without any visible means of propulsion. Radar data corroborated their observations, showing the object's movements and speeds that simply couldn't be explained by conventional aircraft, leading to theories that it could be an advanced foreign military technology, or something far more mysterious. What made the Tic Tac UFO particularly interesting was the lack of any conventional explanation. Some thought that the object could be a secret military aircraft or drone, developed by a foreign nation with highly advanced technology. However, the way it performed aerial maneuvers seemed to defy our understanding of physics, with some of the pilots even describing the craft as performing a hairpin turn, an impossible maneuver for current human-made aircraft. Others entertained more radical ideas, wondering whether the Tic Tac UFO could be of extraterrestrial origin. The precision and seemingly deliberate control of the object is what led the world to believe that it could be a form of alien technology. For years, various governments have denied knowledge or involvement with the phenomenon, but UFO researchers remain undeterred, convinced that this UFO, along with others captured on radar and video, is evidence that extraterrestrial technology could be operating within our atmosphere. In 2017, the U.S. Department of Defense confirmed the authenticity of the footage and the details surrounding the encounter. They didn't give any explanations, but they also haven't flat out denied that the aircraft was extraterrestrial. If it is, we've already made contact with aliens. It's on video, yet all of this has made it through under the radar. 11. Martian fossils. In 1996, scientists discovered a piece of Mars that had landed on Earth in the Antarctic. Known as ALH 84001, this meteorite quickly became one of the most talked about samples in the search for extraterrestrial life. Within it, scientists found structures that, at first glance, seemed to resemble tiny fossilized life forms bacteria, potentially from Mars. The discovery came from a team of NASA scientists who had been studying the meteorite, which is believed to have been ejected from Mars by an impact event millions of years ago. Using advanced electron microscopes, they found microscopic features resembling the size and shape of bacteria, as well as organic molecules, which some scientists argued could indicate biological activity. The idea that this meteorite might offer proof of life on Mars stirred up significant excitement, with headlines around the world proclaiming that humanity might not be alone in the universe. But the claim was met with skepticism too. Many experts argued that the structures inside ALH 84001 might be the result of non-biological processes, such as mineral growth, rather than biological ones. Others pointed out that the organic molecules could have been formed through chemical reactions without any need for life. In the years following the discovery, the debate over the possibility of Martian life continued. Some researchers have suggested that if bacteria-like life ever existed on Mars, it may have been wiped out by harsh conditions, leaving behind remnants like those found in the meteorite. However, no direct evidence of life on Mars has been found since, and the potential links between ALH 84001 and ancient Martian life remain speculative at best. Despite the uncertainty, ALH 84001 sparked a wider interest in studying Mars as a potential habitat for life, influencing future missions to the planet, including NASA's Curiosity rover, which has been actively searching for signs of past or present life. Even though many of the claims surrounding the meteorite remain unproven, it's widely regarded as one of the most significant discoveries in the search for extraterrestrial life in our solar system. 12. Las Vegas aliens. In May 2023, a dramatic UFO sighting took place in the Silverado Ranch neighborhood of Las Vegas. Residents reported seeing a large, bright object descend from the sky before crashing into a backyard. After the crash, they claimed to have seen two beings emerge from the wreckage. These beings were described as having large eyes, slender bodies, and a distinctly non-human appearance. Witnesses said the creatures moved around the crash site briefly before the family ran toward them, causing the beings to flee. Security and body cameras captured the entire event, with the footage quickly gaining media attention. Local authorities and the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department responded to the incident and conducted a thorough investigation, which included searching the crash site. However, no physical evidence of extraterrestrial beings or the crashed object was found. Some skeptics believed the family might have fabricated the story for attention, but from the footage of the day, It all seems real. So, do you believe these to be real aliens or something else?